again for rejoining us on the show. TMI Thursday. We also have another guest, Oharedia Ihimekme. Is a journalist, a veteran journalist, political analyst, and politician. Many thanks for joining us. Of course, it's not easy coming. It's many season.
Yeah, thank you very much.
It sort of makes a lot of movement restricted and very unpredictable.
It's difficult, especially in your area here.
But thank God you're here now.
Thank you very much.
Okay. I had Barrister Tamere earlier. I actually hoped that you'd be able to catch him here, but he had to dash off to other things. But it's okay. Yeah. We've heard his own side, and then, of course, look at some of the perspectives and thoughts that you have. Let's begin with the defections.
Yes.
Ongoing now. This has become synonymous with the Nigerian politics. Is it a healthy development at all?
Well, I will quickly answer you in a hurry. It's heady. It's heady, very heady. Heady in the sense that, first of all, if you look at even the parties, apart from the PDP, every other party came in as conspirators. So let's just gather together to remove this man. Like, for instance, the APC, we told you apologies. They didn't really, there's no ideology, nothing banded them together. They just said, let's come together, provided Jonathan is removed. Even when the Grand got power, they didn't know what to do with power. It was then they started realizing that we are strength bedfellows, that we all want to have been together. And you see, since the inception of the administration of Buhari, which is APC now, they have never really, the center has never had. It has never held together. So because we are strength bedfellows who gather, it's like armed robbers. They say, let us plan.
No, let's be civil in our language.
Okay,
I mean,
okay.
you can't call.
Okay, sorry.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
It's like a group of people. They say, let us go and do a particular venture, and without they say, provided this person is out, provided we succeed, what will you do after it? They didn't tell themselves what they want to do with it. Unlike what we were having those days during UPN, MPN, and PROP. PROP will tell you they were for social welfareism. UPN will tell you that it is purely socialist party. Then you find that MPN will tell you it's one Nigeria, one destiny, one nation. They didn't pretend it. You don't pretend. So if you are not here, you are here. There's something like staying on the midway. Say you are neither here nor here, little left. You are either left or you are right. All over the world is like that. But when you see strange bedfellows gathering together to say, let us do, because I hate Sonny Duke, or what we are saying, we don't want to know what happened, provided it's out of that place, it's difficult to come together. So in the turbulence of this, we shall find freedom.
Is this what has instigated this defection that we're seeing today?
There are so many things. This is one of them.
So what are the factors? What are the other factors?
The factors are, we thought we came together, we thought what was in my mind is in your mind. We said, okay, let us do this. When God is God, we are doing, we started practicing our individual philosophy and ideology. In short, there is no ideology. For instance, if I'm in the same party with you, you are the chief executive, I say, come, ab initio, this was what you're thinking. This was my thinking. If we cannot think together, let us take a mid course. Take part of me, take part of yours, and let's do it together so that we can succeed and satisfy Nigeria. When we leave here, we are going back to our people to campaign. And I know what they told me. I know what I promised them. I'm not deviating from all this. Then the chief executive will tell you that, well, I'm here that I'm here. Nobody won't listen to you. He won't want to even hear you. Sometimes he will never want to see you. Even when the chief executive is okay, let me leave him as he has left me, and he's doing certain things that is a negation of the ordinary man in the street. And when you go home, they tell you this, they warn you, they threaten you, what you are doing is bad, what your government is doing is bad. It's okay, when I get to Abuja, I will tell you, say, I can't get to Buhari myself. It is, we elected you so that you go and represent us and talk to Buhari. This is, we are in pain. Or I can't see the governor myself. We elected you so that you can go and tell the governor, we are in pain. And you get there, you promise that you will get there. When you get there, you cannot, even when you pass laws or you pass bills, it is on the deaf ear. Then you now find out that you are in the quagmire. You are neither here nor there. You are not attuned with them at the authority. You are not attuned with them at all. Then the people at home now begin to see you are part of them. So the only thing you do is that, let me do certain things so that they feel I'm also talking, they are not hearing. Okay. So when they decide to switch or do this changing, and people we are hailing, say before we are hailing them, say after all, even if they succeed at the end, they don't succeed at the end, you have been able to, we now know that you are not with them at the top, that you are with us. Okay. So that is the thing.
Is there any connection between these defections and the performance in terms of meeting the yearnings and aspirations of the people? I mean, I know somehow you made reference to that in your earlier comments and all of that.
Yes.
Is there any correlation? Because some say, well, right now in the present administration, there is no money to share. And since there's no money to share, people are going back to where they believe if they eventually come to power, monies will be shared.
Those are defensive mechanisms. If I want to tell you, say we should receive, or I will tell you the government has failed. That's why people are leaving. It has failed. What do you mean by sharing?
No, that's a subjective opinion.
Yes,
it's subjective.
No, it's subjective. It's
yes,
not subjective.
It's subjective.
Yes, personally, I feel
and,
the government,
and even that is relative because it's certainly not in every aspect.
That's why it's objective.
Yes. So just stay on course.
So what I'm
stay on course.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that it has failed. If I belong, if I belong to a club and I see the club failing, and I cannot see anything, either I resign or I leave the club. So what they are just doing, what has happened is that they are Nigerians. Like I postulated from the onset, they are part of the society. I thought when Okaredia and Himekwe would go to a different market, where Buhari would go to a different market, where Soniji would go to a different market. But none of us go to the same market. So what happens is what you are feeling. What your wife, the pace of your wife, the pace of my wife. So you now say that there is no special market for certain people. Say we are in government, our party is in government, we are in different market. You are not in government, you are in a different market. We go to the same market. So we are feeling we are Nigerians. So it's a reflection. What is happening is a reflection of the society. That's why you see that we are hate. And we are praising them. We know that many more will still take that kind of decision. So what I'm saying in essence is that it is not that there is no money to share or money to be shared. Nobody, that is very far. It's a defensive. They are trying to be looking for means to defend themselves. The thing is that the system has failed. So there is no, you don't, they came and promised three major things. Forget about every other thing they promised. Whether 200,000 jobs, whether green, three major things: security, economy, and
fight against corruption.
Fighting against corruption. The three they have failed. Mark them. Let's take them sectorially.
Okay.
Security issue. I'm telling you that an average of 5 Nigerians die every day.
What's your source?
Eh?
What's your source?
Source is, if you look at your papers,
what's your source?
My source is,
what is that source? The government source to credible source for, you're saying looking at papers or maybe social media.
Yeah, listen. My source is reality, what is happening, what is being reported. Not just in social media that I cannot trace the journalists. I said reports, official reports, either the bandits will also kill the army, or the army will kill them. Or this herdsmen just came from a tangent and they are just slaughtering innocent people. If you take the average, it's an average of 5 Nigerians every day that dies. Is that security? You sit down now, as we are talking now, you don't even know what happened next. They have started entering, they have encroached into our place. And the encroachment of these herdsmen into other societies, other states, down south, will create some disturbance of peace. A peace that has never existed in the first place. So what I'm saying is that security, we agree, every Nigerian will agree that we have failed. Then talk about the economy. In short, I've told you, ask your wife when you get home. I will ask my wife when I get home. What happened in the market today? I think their guess is as right as ours. A couple, how can there be social civil rights when you cannot afford a cup of rice, a cup of gari in the market, a cup of salt in the market? You see people that are in the corridors of power gets it free of charge. Then what are we not talking? That's the economy. Talk about corruption. Oh, apart from being selective, you even see that it is nebulous. You can't even understand it. Every person that has been found guilty are people that are in the government. If you have stolen money in the past and you are in party A, you want them to be lenient with you, please go and join the ruling party. They will be lenient with you. These are the kind of things. Is that society? What I'm saying is that, you see, America rules the world. It's not because they are called America, but because of their visionary leadership and their imaginative husbandry of their natural and human resources. We have all the human resources, we have natural resources, but the leadership has failed in the words of children and children. So what I'm telling you in essence is that people are leaving not because they will have money to, they are well paid, they are not able to share money for them. They are okay, is this Saraki? Saraki is richer than you are talking about Saraki at the bank. Saraki assets, even the asset he inherited from his father, is richer than that bank. Saraki cannot, his great grandchildren will not suffer again. So that is the money he's still looking for by saying, by allowing people to defect. So most of them, if you are looking for, it's just a way of trying to explain their failures. And it takes double courage to admit the fact that you are failed.
How do you factor in the interest of the people in all of this defection? Because they say, for the average politician, is all about interest that binds them together.
Yes.
First, we saw the formation of RAPC, which led to the factionalization. When that happened, people started saying, well, what we are going to see is mass movement like we saw in 2014.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what is playing itself out. Where is the interest of the ordinary man in the street in all of these defections?
Yeah, the interest is this. The interest is large. Like I told you, that we cannot get a perfect system. I mean, I want to assure you, I want to tell you, I don't want you to be too hopeful. There's no statistics to say that whoever that is coming to take over now will be better than what is happening. Are you following me?
So why don't you stay with the status quo?
I'm coming.
Okay.
People, there's no statistics. I can't guarantee you. Only God can tell who is coming now, that whether it will be better or will be worse. But then, because we are not God, we are tired of this. Even if what we are entering is hell, let us try that hell.
You go there alone.
No.
Okay, then you go there.
No, listen. If I get to heaven, I see certain people, they will protest to God. I'll protest to God. I'll protest to perish in hell than to stay with heaven with those kind of people. So what I'm saying in essence is that this thing, we have no solution. Look at this, no solution. You are talking to a person who is your head of state, he turns a deaf ear to you. He doesn't want to hear you.
No, that would not be correct. To say he pays a deaf ear to you, that would not be correct.
If I tell
because
you,
he listens and he responds.
I'm not saying he's deaf.
Yes.
I'm not saying I'm hearing you.
I know.
But he doesn't do what people want him to do. What about this killing? I mean, everywhere, all over the world, we are now become a jest. You are now, it's not even safe. I was telling, I'm thinking of going to youth service, National Youth Service office, by begging them, please, don't send my daughter to anywhere in the north to go and serve. Otherwise, I will tell her to go back and do your specialist course and be there until this region, there's a change of the regime. So the essence is that because Nigerians today are much more divided than they meant it when they came in. We are much more divided. If I'm talking here now, if I'm talking with you now, and you tell me that you are an Hausa Fulani, in short, I will dress again, I will shit myself because I don't know whether you have a dagger in you or whether you kept a gun as I'm living here. We don't longer see ourselves as one. That is the quagmire of Father said. It's so sad. You see every person telling you that we are at the breach of war. Nigeria cannot survive beyond. We are worse than what we were in 2015 when America was telling us that we cannot survive 2015 as a nation. We are worse than. Most of the Trojans that contributed to build this nation have all cried out. Is it Danjuma? Is it IBB? Is it Obasanjo? Is it Abdul Salam? These are the people that even sat down to build what we call Nigerian army today. And they are telling you that the army is biased. That's self-indictment. And it takes double courage. And we are telling you need to tell a blind man or a deaf man that the market has closed. You need to tell a deaf man the market has closed. Okay, I see nobody is moving, you know that the market has closed. So what I'm telling you, sir, you set the agenda, you the media, we are all together.
Which is what we are all doing.
Yeah, let's set the agenda. Are you follow me? That the society has collapsed. Everything has collapsed. Nothing is working.
Let me just take you on this point.
Yeah.
There's also a dimension to all of this, which is that there's a new leadership of the ruling party that is making efforts to douse the tensions and try and see how all of these issues can be resolved. What is your assessment of the approach so far? Because I see that there's another crisis brewing up between the party chairman and the Minister of Labor and Employment, as it were.
Listen, don't call a spade a spade. Don't tell me a spade is a working instrument. Tell me this is a spade, this is a shovel. What is happening, the so-called this new leadership you are thinking about, you are talking about, has come to destroy the party the more. Somebody that is not civil. You see the way, look at it, you are mentioned two people now. The ruling party chairman, national chairman, and the Gigi himself. Look at the altercation. You look at the civility, you see the civil. The minister replied. He said you need to be much more educated to discuss things you are poorly educated about. And the other one will say, I will sack you. Are you president? I will do this. What are you? You that I was just elected yesterday. Oyegun was there. Many people have been there. I will sack you. I will suspend you. You can, in party, all party constitution, nobody can suspend another person. It has to start from the ward, from your village. Before you are suspended of that level, the village, your ward unit will hold a meeting and find you guilty and try you. They cannot even still be suspended. They will recommend suspension. It will go to the local government. Local government will look at the trial and recommend to the state government before it gets. You don't get up there because you see, General Achebe advised us that those that are lucky that their palm kernel were broken for them by benevolence. You learn to be humble. If you don't humble yourself, nature will humble you. And
so you're saying that all of these suspensions that we see with political parties, they are
they
are illegal.
It's very, very illegal. The man will
just recently we heard that the PDP leadership is it suspended?
Yes,
Kashamu.
Kashamu.
Yes.
Kashamu case have been on.
Okay.
Are
you saying it went from the ward to the local government, to the state, to the national?
From the time they said he was indicted for money laundering abroad, the thing has been on. It's over. They suspended him this February.
Okay.
February they suspended him. So the suspension, the committee was set up to look at it. They've been looking at it until they came to it. And yet the man is still saying he will challenge the matter in court.
Yeah.
So that is the thing. So you don't just get up when no trial, you didn't try to say, oh well, I will suspend you. I will do it. Is it your father's man? You that was just brought in here yesterday. Is it your father? Look at the civil, the minister replied. That tells you education came in there, experience came in there, and tolerance came in there. It didn't start making the noise. Are you not even see the man at the center of it? What did Buhari do? He turned the deaf ear. You go and ask God that it's all the child's play. You don't begin to threaten, bully like a village headmaster. We are beyond that.
What does the future holds for Nigeria and Nigerians in all of these, in your opinion?
Very bright, because like I said before, in the turbulence of all this, we will pass through a crucible. It will be refined. If I know, for instance, there's one thing I must tell you that I appreciate with Buhari. Were you surprised? Yes.
No, I'm not surprised. Why should I be surprised? Because no matter, there's always to every human being, even you, the good side, the bad side.
There's something I appreciate. There's something I appreciate in Buhari. The idea, whether rightly or wrongly, whether with malice or with clean conscience, is probing. He came into government, he sees you are not in my party, you are in my party, he's probing you, go and return these billions. So at the end, some will succeed, some will not succeed. He too should now know behind his mind. Tomorrow I will not be on this seat. When he leaves, other countries also probe him. Okay. When that person leaves, other people should also probe. So when we now know that I'm on this seat, if I leave here, whoever that is coming, even though I'm going to sponsor this governor, leave my deputy governor, and he's here tomorrow, he's going to probe me, I'll be cautious. That's one of the gains.
Okay. Would you hail Executive Order number 6, which he brought forth?
That is a negation. That is
why do you say it's a negation?
It's unconstitutional. What do you get up to say? Because that is witch hunting. You are trying person before trial. You are finding it before trial. You are getting up because you say the costs are slow and you cannot seize his property. How can you seize my phone and not be found guilty? It's modeling the whole thing. You are finding him guilty even before he went to trial. You are telling me that I'm guilty. You are seizing my property. Suppose at the end of the day I found innocent. The period you took it, will you pay me? The period you seize the property for yourself, will you pay me back? So we should be, listen, we should have a human face. And these are kind of things we should be educated about.
You said a while ago that the future is bright.
Yes.
There is hope.
Yes.
What are your indices?
Yeah, the indices I just told you. I said, if Buhari today is probing any person, especially political opponent, fine. He's in government with his people today. Tomorrow another party will come. We say, okay, this was what the man did to us. He will also turn and so look at his poor people and look at everything they have done, look at their books and probe them. We will also be singing this corruption. All of them are corrupt. When that person will not leave, party C comes in, you say, yeah, this is the book. I will not probe. I will even not stop here. I will go back to when Agui Rossi was there. I will follow me from Agui Rossi. I will probe all of them. It will bring a novelty. So when we now know that it's like that, it's not going to be attractive.
Okay.
When you arrive and today we say, wait, let us elect Sonny Duke as the president. You will first of all go and seek prayers and pray. Say, oh God, please, anything that will make me to take a pill, don't let me, because I don't want to be poorer when I leave. So unlike when people are going there and I say I want to be richer when you say I don't want to be poorer when I leave. If you know you don't want to be poorer, because you definitely know that it's a vote that you are going to be probed. You are going to look into your books. So then you now find out that is hope.
Okay.
Nigerians now know that. Well, let them be doing what they are doing. Because for instance, I want to drive anyhow government vehicle. Is there when I also come out now, they also probe now. That was a good thing. That's from an average.
So that's the President Buhari has said.
Yeah, which is good, and I like that for him. Even though he's doing this selectively, though he's funny, he used it to which one political opponent. That's not the issue. The
But
issue
those
is
political opponents, their hands clean because he who seeks equity
that is what
must
I'm
come with
saying.
clean hands.
Let them pass through the grill. If they succeed, fine. If they don't, like for instance, Saraki, I dropped my half on. They took it, went to Supreme Court. That is the highest court in the land that is honorated it. Fine. That's why he's the hero of democracy today.
Fantastic. You said a while ago that when we go to markets now, prices are higher compared to what they were in 2015.
Yes.
But you also know that in the history of this country, from one year to another, one administration to another, prices have always been going up. So why is this time, why is it that people have a different feelings towards this, what is happening now, when this has been the trend?
You see our prayer. You came and you saw a bus system. I saw the bus, I'm in the saddle. You are just coming in, you say, oh, I've not done well. I see a bus system, I will change it. I will do this. I will give you 200,000 jobs in a day. I will do this. I will stop killing. I will bring this. The Nigerians saw, oh, well, man, Okaredia, you have been there, you didn't do well enough. Somebody is coming down with tendoverity that he wants to change it. You step aside, let's bring it. And you are coming, it's now worse. You feel they will clapping for you. You deceive them. You have deceived them. You should either resign or you commit suicide. Yes, that's the best thing. You commit suicide before we hail you. You deceived. You are a deceit. So the essence is that what we are saying is that we prices are going to go higher. We want things to be better. You couldn't do it. You could have better results. So I didn't know governance is like this. I didn't know this is the situation of the economy. I didn't know. The man has even admitted on several occasions that he never told Nigeria that he was an economist. And truly, he didn't tell us he was an economist. He only promised 3 things. But we are not trying to, let's judge him for what he promised. How far have you gone? You judge yourself. Sometimes you get to wonder whether the man thinks about himself.
All right,
whether he listens to himself.
Okay, it's always a delight to have you here on the show. I want to thank you for the time in spite of the challenges getting here because of the weather. I'm sure more issues will unfold in the days ahead, and then as they unfold, we'll address them and talk about them for you to have an informed opinion, a better idea, so you can contribute more to the Nigerian society. Thanks again for coming on the program. Thank you.
Thank you so much.